The Man on Top of the Mountain. There was a mountain that has heavenly paradise at the top. Since ancient times, word of mouth has it that it is a place where everything is so abundant that people can live without worries or greed, not to mention its exquisite beauty. However, the mountain is notorious for being so rugged that no one has ever reached the top. Just a rumor goes around that a man lives up there, but no one knows when or how he got there. Meanwhile, at the foot of the mountain, life has become more and more hellish. The flow of nature has been destroyed. Various mutated viruses threatened people, and people were beginning to lose their original nature. One day, after seeing the devastating situation at the bottom of the mountain, the man at the top of the mountain volunteered to make the effort to come down the mountain. He told every person he met that he knew the way to the top and that he was willing to guide them there. Since no one had ever seen this man who supposedly lives on top of the mountain, some considered him to be a lunatic or a fraud. Nonetheless, the man endured the hellish environment at the bottom and waited for people to climb to the top together. His health started to deteriorate. He started coughing. His bones got brittle, and his teeth started falling out. Still, he continued to speak to whoever came to him through day and night of the heavenly life at the top of the mountain, and encouraged them to leave their hellish lives here. One particular day, he decided to take the people who have gathered so far and climb the mountain. He took the lead, clearing the stones, leveling the ground, and removing the dangerously protruding branches, trying to make it easier for people to follow. He had to keep on encouraging them by telling them they were almost at the top, even though it was still a long way to go, because he could see people would give up easily otherwise. He comforted people when they whined, because they did not know that life in paradise was worth all these troubles. As the only person who knows what it's all worth, he felt lonely. Still, he took it as his destiny to help people live the life in paradise. Despite his efforts, some gave up halfway and went back, but those who followed him to the end reached the top of the mountain, which only existed in rumors until now. Everyone who made it there agreed that this place was indeed paradise. They knelt and wept in gratitude for a while. They thanked him for willingly coming down all the way from the top, waiting as long as it took, and guiding them with immense patience. After a moment of admiration, they followed him back down the mountain without a word. No one asked why he was going down the mountain again, nor complained of being tired. They felt happy and excited at the thought of bringing their loved ones and friends who are at the foot of the mountain. As they accompanied the man down the mountain, they wished that he will not be lonely this time. What I hope for the most. While taking people to the peak of completion, incomplete people had much to say. Incomplete people criticized and distrusted me. But even in the thick of that storm, I was guiding them to the peak. The peak where a storm cannot blow, for it is the absolute paradise everyone aspires to get to. Looking back from the peak, I think people had trouble following me here, because they lacked dedication and diligence. Human completion is discarding one's karma, habits, and body, and being reborn with the spirit and soul of the universe. Those whose karma was heavy and who were sinful all ended up failing. The pure and sublime place of truth cannot be achieved while holding on to oneself, It can only be achieved by completely discarding all of oneself tirelessly. I have been putting all my efforts into guiding people to human completion, and can see that only those with gratitude and perseverance are able to accomplish it. Just as bitter medicine produces good results, the path to truth might be painful, but it leads you to truth. What I hope for the most is for all people to reach human completion, without anyone being left behind, in this era where there is a way.